Hello all, hope you is goo, welcome back to EU4 and holy courthouses Batman. I took out an additional 2 corruption loans and I've just spent 10,000 ducats all on GovCap. So there'll be a whole bunch of GovCap in about a year's time. We're going to be absolutely flush with the stuff. I might begin statefying India soon, just for that extra level of income, but we shall see. Of course, this war, coring up, truce breaking and everything else has taken priority over statefying. So if I need to hang on a bit, I shall. I mean, bear in mind that the government reform is 96 for my gov points, sorry. Which I will eventually use to centralise states a little more. Because I feel like that's still a decent use of it. Rather than expanding administration. I've been over this. It's basically tit for tat in my eyes, because the cost to expand admin goes up, but the actual results are the same. So after a while, it's worth it to just centralise the bigger states. Is my take. At first, expand admin, then centralise states. Is my take. Ooh, speaking of take, Mamluks did the thing. They took everything with the exception of Antab, so now the Ottomans are an OPM. I'll gobble them up after my truce ends. They're not going to form a coalition or anything with it, with anyone in it, so I should be able to just scot-free sort that out. And you know what? I'm going to do a little sneaky. Assign you. This can... I think I'll still temporarily give this general in case I forget. But this is going to go round and do some sneaky wipes. So we're at 20 battles with the leader. Battle. 21. Let's go deal with some 1k stacks from Portugal and Bohemia. And the like. Go. Great stuff. Don't think the Portuguese want to fight me with their army right now. Yeah, this can go around and just absolutely destroy. Go. Another 2k done. Thanks for the stack wipe. Let's go into here. Another couple easy battles. Oh no, I actually have to fight because they managed to reinforce for a second there. You know, move into the province properly. However you want to see it. Osterode is sieged. Let's head to Poznan. And yeah, the Commonwealth are giving up sieging. Right there. Go, stack wipe. Again, I can remove the Kargan to wherever I best please. Oh, they're going Triggervost. And let's grab admin 21. I need to remember that after this war, I want to rearrange my troops. I need all the infantry gone and replaced with horses. So I might take out another corruption loan on the top to be able to assuage getting extra cannons in each stack, sorting out the horse ratios. All the rest of it. These guys are just serving me battle after battle and I'm loving it. Prague sieged. Again, my plan with Bohemia will be to make them annul all their alliances. They're hated by the Emperor. So they will not. Hold on, who else is your ally? You. Yeah, so they won't be supported by the Emperor. Sure, they're Catholic, so that means I might get Portugal in, but Portugal can't join 2 wars against Catholics at the same time. Which, i.e., I'm going to attack the Commonwealth and Bohemia at the same time, most likely. And who else is in this war? Just Iceland and Portugal. So I think the plan will be finish off a couple more sieges here. Then peace out the Commonwealth. then go from there. Pretty simple. Simple yet effective planning. And just to put out my theory, Bohemia have re-allied someone, don't worry. Austria nor Portugal will help. I mean, again, I could fight Portugal with Bohemia and then take on Commonwealth without Portugal, because I'll be having the two wars at the same time. I do need to finish this war first, because I actually need the paper mana now to assuage sorting out my stability. But what I would do, of course, is truce reset with one of them. Then, rather than raise myself up to 1, I would just make it so I still had at least -2. Declare the second war, and then do the whole stabbing up business. There's a plan, is what I'm trying to say. There's a plan. I'm making it sound more convoluted than what it will be, but that's fine. Also, I said I wanted to sort out the horses and infantry. But I want to do all these wars. Maybe I do these wars first. We'll see. It all just depends. So do I catch both or just one? Damn it, I kind of wanted to catch them as individual wars. I should have looked at the timers properly. Netherlands gets the beta, which is an event due to having cloth. If I recall. Or like having the market share of cloth with ex-Diptech or something. I don't quite remember. I know it's to do with it. But I can't give you the preciseness beyond that. What about if I take this way first? How much of this can I take for now? Again, this is bearing in mind that I have Portugal in my war. If I take this for now, let's peace out. Commonwealth, there's still a couple wars. Yeah, 245%. That's fine. No less than expected. Pull these guys back in. And this is the banners guy. So we'll stick you back in here. Let's quickly just burn through the provinces. And I can assign a rival, you say? That's an interesting concept. Maybe it's someone big that's already embraced printing press. Would be my theory. Also, look at my rebel list continue to grow. Oh wait, that's right. There are none. Dorpat. Nava. Revol's already done. Let's call this. And then I will truce break while I'm in the Bohemian War. I want to wait for that to call first. Oh wait, I'm going to want time, aren't I? So I might go back to whatever. I'll still do multiple truce breaks, which is just that the result might be different. Or I could wait to declare the war on Bohemia till I finish calling on Commonwealth so it all links together. Ah, who cares? I'll figure it out. Let's just do the truce break first. See what my stability ends up at. And is it a problem? I want to declare war on Bohemia before they get more allies. I have none of their land to call. And yes, this puts me perfectly at -2. There's a couple provinces with like 2 to 3 unrest. That's about it. Please tell me that was a Mongol conquest of Bohemia. Good. That was a correct type of war. I thought I got the war type wrong for a second. I thought I accidentally made it a conquest of, but no, this is good. So now all the Portuguese and Bohemians have now got to go back to their own lands before they can come for me. Thanks Austria for hating Bohemia. Don't hate. Oh, they're not on the map. I wanted to say don't hate Palatinate, but they're not even here. They got taken out. Poor Palatinate. Oh well, the intent still stands. Don't hate Palatinate. Right. Let's take out the forts in the ex-Polish land. Ex-Commonwealth land, I should say. Marvellous. This needs to be sieging Olomouc. And this can sit in, say, Brno. And for some reason this 1k is active, but the other ones weren't. What's up with that? Oh well. I'm not here to question. I'm here to answer. It's shoot first, ask questions later. True Mongolian hit and run style. Okay, these guys are already sieging, so let's leave these back here. This needs an additional set of cannons. Yeah. So my treasury is a bit on the lower side because interest per annum's gone up because I'm unstable. Stability affects your interest per annum. Don't worry, I will fix that once we're called on the Commonwealth. July 1652. Whatever, let's just siege down the Bohemians, let the Portuguese in, and we'll deal with this all nearer the time. Again, they've got a whole load of black flag, nothing they can do against me right now. Let's just speed on through to July next year. Continuing to convert more cultures. In fact, I think I'm due for another set of culture conversions soon. Keeping it this high amount of interest though would accrue in another loan. So maybe let's go up by one more stab. Is it just negative stability, or is it a certain amount of interest per annum per stage of stability? It's an interest amount of annum per state of stability. That's fine. If I root out less corruption for now, it's going to hurt me a little bit, but not enough to give me a loan for when the coring on this is done. Then I'll truce break Commonwealth, attack them without Portugal, Iceland and the Netherlands. Okay, fine by me. I'm also near my mill cap. And yeah, you can see my courthouse has finished up. 2,600 of my gov cap. I was at like nearly 2,900. You know what? That warrants more states. Which then further fills up my gov cap, which I then have to have courthouses to then fulfill. But don't worry, everything is solvable. This will help with my overall progression, so I'm keeping it. I think I said previously in the campaign, part of my plan is to statify just about everything, right? If I didn't express that, I'll express that now. Part of my intention is to try and statify pretty much everything. Also, I shouldn't have done this while I am needing to recore. Stab up, but that's fine. Again, this falls into the everything is fine category. Portugal, of course, do have boats and they're colonial nations, but I have full trust that they'll do very little to me, if anything. Right, Vladislav done. Excellent. What I want to do is try to elongate this war versus Bohemia, because then Portugal are left in it, and I can attack the Commonwealth without having to truce the Bohemians and then have the Portuguese in the Commonwealth War. The Dutch have no colonial subjects. Mostly because Spain have got them all, really. Yeah. Exploration is like 5th there isn't going to do you any good, considering just about everything's colonised. With the exception of the frontier land I'm going to take when the time comes when I get to Africa. Because doesn't look like Kitara has formed and done their thing. Kilwa haven't done their thing. Congo is stopping Kilwa from doing the extra missions that give them colonies in places, if I recall. Let's send this down here. And someone needs to go stop Munich. Hold on. That's only 10k, we're fine. This is why I didn't want to just stay in speed 5. But that's fine. We'll go speed 5 for this little bit here. That's not what I meant by I didn't want to stay in it. I just meant the entire campaign. I didn't want to stay in it because I know I'd mess up. A few more months. Again, I'm not going to hit Coral just yet. Barden is preparing to attack Molehouse. That's so 1450s politics right now. Come on, catch up with the times. Prague sieged. Let's go siege Cheb. And let's just continue to chase down the Munich lot who are heading into the steppes. You're heading into the steppes. More often than not, people are trying to run away from the steppes, you know. Because I will fight you in steppes, and I am the horde. I'm not just a horde, I am the horde. Get out of here, Munich. Gained a whole bunch of cores. And what are you doing? Right, let's bring the game speed back down. You are heading to Majar, so you're probably going to retreat back to your lands, supposedly. So now, 0% overextension. Let's declare war with a truce break and start to fix my stab for good. Again, I know I've not got the mana right now, but when I take their provinces and stuff, I'll have the mana, so I don't mind in this current instance. And instead of developing, let's just continue culture converting. More cheap stuff coming back through the cracks. This is more just a result of the separatism being removed in provinces which have lower dev. That's how that one will work. So yeah, the Bohemian War can now take as long as it wants. I need to finish the Commonwealth War first, to be honest. And hell, I could leave the Bohemians in the war for so long with Portugal that I could just truce break Commonwealth again. Just because I can. Also, they are actually guaranteeing Denmark. For a second I thought, nah, they could be guaranteeing Denmark. And then I thought, wait a second. They're not really colonising. Why would they be doing that? But yeah, no, it's actual Denmark that they're guaranteeing. Price of goods goes up, meaning my income increases. I need a little more stab. A little more paper mana for the stab, sorry. To go up to 1. That reduces my losses from interest a little more. At some point I'll have the loans all paid off. It's fine. I still haven't got Royal Palace of Caserta upgraded at all. All I've done is the... Well, I mean, I've got level 1. When I say at all, I mean just like beyond when I initially got it to do it. Manufactories, unlike the previous 2 institutions, will spread very quickly through my land. I do have quite a few of them, after all. So there shouldn't be a problem there, per se. Yeah, this really needs to siege random provinces while the other units go along and attack the armies. Let's maybe bang the fort in Pinsk. Oh no. Let's go sit this in Pinsk. I know there's no generals, but I'd rather this just sit and contribute to something for now. While my bigger army goes off to deal with their units. If the Keshik were a larger merc company, of course, I'd just have them fight everything. Such is not the case. Let's also just reduce naval maintenance for now. I want to squeeze a couple extra ducats out so that I don't have to worry about loans. Province sieged by Portuguese Australia. You're doing a thing, are you? Alright, I mean, you do a thing. I can peace out Bohemia whenever I want, so you sieging down my pitiful little lands there does very little difference. It's very little in the grand scheme of things. It's annoying, sure, but I don't mind it. Now let's go fight the Dutch. Let's go see what they're about. The Austrians are fighting the Neapolitans. Florentine Neapolitan punitive war. Okay. I mean, Naples will win, right? I would say. I could also just declare war on Austria. Or just get involved that way. Right. Goedendag iedereen, I have come to take your souls. So, 15th, 16th. If I get in on the 16th, 12th, 7, 8, 9. Don't break my groove notifications. I'm busy. 16th. Okay. Sure. The Netherlands tag comes before the Mongol tag, so I should have gone in the day before, but that's fine. I'm just going to catch them up and win. 7th of March, I get in on the 28th of February. Let's just take them on. Honestly, I still feel like this is a win. Got a couple less cannons, but my extra damage to their front line, courtesy of my really good horses, is kind of going to bring the cannons to the front, and then they'll just fold like paper. Nice. My army doing exactly what it needs to do. 0 cannon losses, 10,000 frontline losses. Exactly as planned. That is exactly what needs to happen. There needs to be enough horses just to fill out the bulk of the front line, so cannons never need to be touched. Which is why I say you take the offensive pills? You take the offensive pips in cannons. For the extra sweet, sweet damage. And the front line would be defensive. If I were playing an infantry-based nation, I would of course be putting more infantry on the front line. But you know, it's the same thing. Swings and roundabouts. Realistically. So yeah, the Bohemia War might take a while because Portugal are massive in comparison to Bohemia. Meaning that their land is worth more war score participation. And they'll probably go around and siege a whole bunch of my land thanks to Australia. What I can do is, I can make the Commonwealth War either end or last more than 30 months, so Portugal can't get involved. Even if I take a little bit of land from Bohemia, that'll reset everything that the Portuguese subjects are doing. I could also just go siege Portugal. Let's not forget that's a thing. I also need to remember I'm actually a mil-tech ahead right now, which is a part contributor to my successes in the battle against the Netherlands. The next tech's looking wonderful. Cavalry fire, artillery shock is whatever, but the extra cannons, yeah, I can get behind that. Looking pretty good as a tech. Alright, let's send this army down here. I think we go to Kovno. We won the siege of Warsaw. Let's go to Ostrode. Again, I kind of want to take as much as I can from the Commonwealth. As is the way in a world conquest, don't you know? You want to take as much land from your enemies to eventually get what you want. Preferably all of it. Kind of how world conquest works. I could go for the Mamluks next. I could do these two wars. Sort of cool down with Europe a little bit. Go for the Mamluks, completely wipe them out. Border Tunis, go Morocco and just start that way as well. I don't know. I'm just proposing thoughts. None of it's really... This is a throw it against the wall and see what sticks, but the wall is slippery. It's been coated in oil or something. Or like fairy liquid. I don't know, man. We're just here. We're just here. Also, what do you mean you're sieging Riga? How dare you? How very dare you? That province has been in my hands and part of my territory for a very long time, don't you know? It's rightful Mongol clay. Yeah, I think we'll go economic than defensive. I want better morale. My cav combat ability is amazing, so now I can work on morale. And again, general leader maneuver will be really nice on top of the rest of it. So yeah, I think that's the plan. And again, I could also take infrastructure last, for instance, for the extra base movement speed, just to be super funny with it. Osterode, marvellous. Let's go into Krovliek. I'm sure I butchered that one as normal. What's this? What? I lost the battle. You reinforced? This is one of the crappier army stacks. It does need to be strengthened. So I can understand the loss. But that was the first battle lost in a while, wasn't it? So, not excusing the loss, I'm just pointing out the thought. And I did take an additional loan. Kind of a shame, but it is what it is. Gain local autonomy in Toronto. Don't really matter. It's not really a province I'm particularly known for in my lands. We'll repay off the smaller loan. Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to join when I've got over the 25%. It used to be that nations couldn't join a war when you had over 25% war score, but there's been so many changes. Fairly certain that no longer applies, considering that great powers can just intervene as and when they please. In example. Yeah, don't click go to on them. Just wipe them off. It's in an area of the map I'm currently not bothered about looking at. Again, Bohemia don't have to be done in one go because they're over 100% anyway. So I could just take a couple of their fort provinces and call it a day. Now let's fight the Dutch. Okay, for some reason the Bohemians are at medium enthusiasm. Sure. You do you, I guess. It's another fort down. We'll send this to Kovno. That's the problem. My Khan is so good as a general that for sieging, I kind of don't need them for the battles because they're doing such a great job at taking provinces. So, Bohemia are 127%. So we can say as long as I take about 30 to 35% we'll be fine. So I should push a little bit more. But also, they are at medium enthusiasm because the amount of battles have swung in their favour from more score. So we'll have to fix that next episode because we're going to end this one for now. So thank you for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.